Ready to begin?
Yes.
Alright, hi there everyone. As you can see, I'm extremely well suited for a presentation that doesn't require it. Today I want to talk to you about applying for jobs. I'm sorry, I'm kind of confused right now. Now then, when I want to talk about these jobs, Steve?
My name's not Steve.
I don't care what I'm talking about. Go on the screen. Oh my god! You know, I know I was going to talk about suits and all that, but I just don't care. I'm terribly sorry for that. I want to talk about this man right here. His name is Stephen Colbert. Some of you may have known him, some may not, and I would like to introduce him today, or reintroduce him to you today. I have been a longtime fan of Stephen Colbert since 2005. I've enjoyed all his works, his comedies. I bought his book, 1599 on These Borders. I am American, so can you. That's the book title. He also sells his episodes on iTunes. I buy some of those for about $1, $2. That was not what I was to say. I think he's important to us because of his satirist journalism. I think that we can learn a lot from him, and that's why I wanted to introduce him to you today. Today I'd like to talk about the character himself, his achievements in his journalist field, and the actions and activities he has done over the years. First, I'll review you to his character, Stephen Colbert. The character Stephen Colbert is not the same as the actor Stephen Colbert. Even though they have the same name, it's actually just it's like a persona he has identified with the American people. The character itself started in 1997 on The Daily Show and has since continued on to The Colbert Report. The character is based upon right-wing politics, which is free trade capitalism and nationalism, all that good stuff. The character's also personality is based on the Fox News and Friends, and Bill O'Reilly. A lot of his reports and skits are based upon Bill O'Reilly's news reports. But the character itself is also somewhat illogical. He's very narcissistic. He doesn't believe in facts and just believes in what's his gut. So when he reports everything, he kind of just puts his own opinion into it. And when we say his guts, he also refers to the word truthiness, which has been coined, and I'm not really sure it's in the dictionary. In 2005, he left The Daily Show and started the Colbert Report. And since 2005, it has continued on to 2010, and has become a hit. Now, this is Stephen Colbert and Jon Stewart. Even though he left The Daily Show, he has since been very good friends with Jon Stewart, has appeared on his show, and Jon Stewart in turn has appeared on Colbert's show, and they still continue to work together. Since even in 2008, during the elections, they both combined forces and made some ridiculous postings. Now that we've talked about the character, I'd like to go into the various awards and recognitions he has accomplished. Since the start of the Colbert Report, the character has received a myriad of achievements and prestige. The full title of Stephen Colbert is actually Sir Dr. Stephen Colbert, DFA. Even though the word doctor is in there, it's not really a doctor. He received an honorary doctorate from Fine Arts in Knoxville College, Illinois, on June 20, 2006 for being a speaker in the graduation. They honored him for his work, and he has since abused the title by propounding various medications, false medications, and other sorts. The title Sir is obviously a knighting for recognition, kind of like Britain, Sir Patrick Stewart. He was knighted by Queen Nora of Jordan in April 2009 for the support of the Global Zero campaign, which is the elimination of all nuclear weapons, though it has not been accomplished. As well as the title itself, Colbert's name has appeared in various items and animals for some reason. He was a bald eagle was named after him, a spider, a seal, an airliner, an ice cream, all sorts of things. Even a space station treadmill, even though he wanted to be named after the space station. As well as the title, the name, he's also appeared in other popular media. The most recent, well, the last recent one is comic books. He appeared in the Marvel Universe to assist Spider-Man, and received Captain America's shield after his supposed death, and he went on to becoming president of the Marvel Universe, even though they kind of recalled that and said, no, you're not going to do that. despite, though he also received those awards, the Colbert Report itself has also been very prestigious. The Colbert Report was nominated for 4 Emmys in 2006, 2007, and 2008. However, he only won 2 Emmys in the field of Outstanding Writing for a Variety, Music, or Comedy program. Specifically, in 2010, the Operation Iraqi Stephen Going Commando, where he went to Iraq for 1 week and trained under them and hosted his show over there with the soldiers. In April 2008, he also received the George F. Peabody Award, recognition of excellence in news and entertainment. Even though those are the 2 most prestigious, he also received other awards such as the Satellite Award, just a bunch of others I shouldn't be listing. And since we have viewed the trophy collection, I'd like to go on to the actions and activities. The trophy. How about that? This is him at the Emmys of 2008, where he had won, of course, the Emmy and posted all over the internet for years. Now then, in the Colbert, most recent of his actions is back in 2009, started 2010, where he sponsored the U.S. Olympic ski skating team to go to the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver. Stephen Colbert, with the help of his fans, assisted the speed skating team after the bankruptcy of the Dutch bank DSB. And though he assisted them, he also went over to Vancouver itself as an NBC correspondent and as the assistant sports psychologist for the speed skating team, through the prestigious title of his doctorate in fine arts. Recently, this year, he also helped the United Farm Workers stand before the House Judiciary Subcommittee of Immigration, Citizenship, and Border Security as of September 24, 2010. This hearing was based upon his experiences in the Take Our Jobs program from the United Farm Workers Union, or United Farm Workers. The program itself is to actually work with the immigrants for a day, learn how they work, and understand how hard it is for them to work in such conditions without any rights or reasonable pay. Though he went before a House and proposed a very comedic hearing, everyone else thought it was a big failure, and he didn't get anything done, though no one else ever got anything done in Congress. Recently, this year, he will be hosting the March to Keep Here Alive in Washington, D.C. on October 30th, 2010. This rally is actually based upon Glenn Beck's rally to restore honor, which was also a complete failure. But this one seems more of a publicity stunt and to pretty much keep people in fear. Now that we've talked about the character, his actions, and his achievements, I'd like to thank you all for listening to me, and I hope that you have a better recognition of Stephen Colbert. And I say, on behalf of all of you, thank you, Mr. Colbert, for safeguarding our irrationality.
So Tim, what did you think?
I thought it was an interesting attention grabber. The thesis could be a bit more clear. I like that he was professionally dressed. He knew the topic very well, and overall good speech, good topic.
Right, yeah, the suit is kind of a fun idea, plus then we get the interruption with the noise and all that kind of thing. So that's kind of a switch in topics. I like the way that you did that. That should be fun. I didn't think that it stayed consistent in that tone the rest of the speech, and I know that you were trying for that a couple of times, and sometimes you succeeded, sometimes it doesn't come across quite as well as it ought to. There is a layout of structure, but I don't really think that you stick much to that structure, and during the course of the speech it really felt a lot like you're wandering around on the subject, kind of retreading some of the same ground over and over again. So you need to have a little bit more focus and control. material. The visuals are okay. They mostly highlight ideas that you know, like a transition to another segment of material. They're not adding much to the understanding of the subject. I think you're missing a trick by not having a video clip or two of some of the satire that's being done in the show. You get a little bit sidetracked in your own presentation. Frequently you end up turning away from the audience while you're speaking. I think you probably just needed a little bit more practice to make it flow together more smoothly. All right, thank you.